Okay, so we want to prepare an object to get printed on the Form 2 printer. That's the resin printer. It's totally different software than the other 3D printers. It uses a software called Preform. It's free to download. You can just Google Preform software. It'll probably take you to the Form Labs website where you'll be able to do that for free. So once you have it, we're just going to go ahead and import our object. I'm going to take this STL file, just click and drag it. You can also go up to, File, Open, all that, but clicking and dragging is pretty simple. It's going to take a minute to load, and a lot of the times this will happen where it's going to ask you if you want to repair. Just click yeah, and so basically what we're doing is we're going to print this bird humerus bone. It's the humerus bone of a bird, and we scanned it on a 3D scanner first, and now we're going to make a copy of it. So a lot of times when things come off the 3D scanner, or sometimes like if you're digitally sculpting something and you bring an object in, it needs to repair it for whatever reason to make it work with this software. So here it is. It drops right in. It looks good. I'm going to take you through all the different settings up here that you can adjust. It's very intuitive, very easy software to use. You've got to click on this to make sure it's highlighted before you get any information up here. This tells you what size it is. It allows you to make it smaller or bigger. You can also manually type in different measurements. This one-click print button here, I usually stay away from that, but you're welcome to use it. It just basically automatically gets this thing ready to print just with one click. I like a little more control. I'm going to go to support and click on that, and usually it defaults, at least the first time, to something like 1. That's just the density of supports, 1 support per whatever unit of length or area. And that's probably fine. I usually bump it up a little bit, at least to 1.2, maybe all the way up, depending on what I'm printing. In this case, I'm just going to start here and click Generate Selected. And it's going to take a minute to think here, and it's just going to automatically place some supports. So as that's going, oh, there it goes. Okay. I was going to say, the build platform is down here. So you can see this is all being built on this platform here. In reality, everything gets flipped upside down, and it's built upside down. So what's built first is excuse me, the base here and then the supports, but it's all happening upside down. And you'll see that when I show you. But the supports all look fine. It says everything's good. It says it's printable, which is good. In some cases, it might not be printable. It might give you a red circle down here. Let me show you what can happen. I'm going to edit the supports, come in here, and I'm just going to start getting rid of some of them. And pretty quickly you're going to see we have an issue. It starts to show that it's red. And if you do that enough, there we go. It says it's not printable. It tells you what the problem is. Sometimes it might say that there's something issue with the minima or cups or whatever. And you can just say show me where that's an issue, and it'll show you in red like this. In this case, it's just a matter of support. So if that were actually the issue, we'd just, again, on the support screen, we'd click on Edit All, and we could either, well, we could also increase the density if we wanted, but in this case, we're just going to manually start placing some supports, and immediately we see we're in good shape, and it says we're printable again, so that's good. Apply, and everything looks good to go. All right, cool. At this point, we can click on Start a Print. By the way, the first thing you should probably do is make sure you have the right resin selected. I should have told you that first. Because with different resin, it's going to prepare to print a little bit differently. But if you connect to the printer, in this case, the printer's name is Awesome Eft. They give really interesting names. Then it tells you automatically what's in that printer already. So I know from using this just a little bit ago that it's still got this resin in, so I'm good. Once I connect the printer's USB cord to my computer, it'll say connected, everything's good, and I can just click on Upload Job, and that's it. So we'll show you the rest when we get connected. Okay, so when we're ready to print, we're going to go ahead and click on the yellow button here. And we need to connect to the printer, so we're going to take, each of the printers has its own cord that's permanently attached to it. We're going to bring the USB over to our computer and plug it in. And it's going to say connected eventually, and we're good to go. We can upload the job, and we'll be able to start printing. Cool, and once that file is uploaded, the touch screen on the printer itself will allow us to go ahead and really easily print that job.